Hey, welcome to this week's episode of Chingaso's Combat Crew, your one-stop shop for all your combat news. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and Merry freaking Christmas. I hope you got everything you wanted and more. And if you didn't, take a look behind the tree because I left something for you back there. You know I got another sick episode for y'all today. I got some B-Team versus Gordon Ryan beef that's really starting to cook up. Dana White dropping crazy announcements for quarter one. And you know I got that Friday night fight announcements along with that showdown that went down in the desert. Anthony Joshua taking on Weili. Let's freaking go. All right, y'all. You know how I like to do it on this show. I like to start it off with a little bit of fan-made video. And I have no idea how deep into the industry this guy goes, but I saw the sickest edit of all time. I'm going to share with y'all right now. If you're not watching, head over to our YouTube page at Chingaso's Crew. I'll also post a clip of this on our socials. Same deal at Chingaso's Crew. But give him a follow on IG. He goes by the handle of Snatchin' Snacks. Snatchin' Snacks. So check this out. This was an edit that he did, and he shared it over on you know where, the Reddits. So I'm going to share it with y'all right now. Go full screen on this, my boy. This is the Adesanya Pereira 3. Love that style bender. Ooh, that's kind of corny, but landed on that Corvette. Jeez, that was a sick edit. Again, one more time. Snatch and snap. Sick, sick, sick. Loving these matchups. Loving these matchups. Let's take a look at them. Bo Nickel, Cody Burnage. All right, I'm cool with that. That's a nice little warm up. But that Aljamain Sterling Calvin Keita, that's gonna be a banger, bro. That's gonna be a fight. So finally, Aljo is gonna be fighting people at his own size and height, pretty much. So let's see. Let's go, man. That should instantly propel him into the top of the rankings if Aljo can get a finish. And then Projaska and Rakic fight, bro. That's gonna be violence at its finest, dog. Give it to me. I'm there for this. I'm there for this. Also, you know what? It's good on paper, Paulo Costa, Robert Whitaker, but really what I want to know is who's the backup fighter going to be, because I don't see Paulo making it to that one, bro. I do not see Paulo making it. All right, next story. You guys know the boy Cody Garbrandt. I got little UFC clips coming up in a little bit. So if you missed his KO finish last week, I'll give you a little preview of that, sneak peek. But I guess this came out after Cody's fight, and he says, UFC don't see me as valuable anymore. I deserve to be treated like a champion, and BKFC made an offer that reflects that. That's what I'm talking about. Look, a lot of people are against BKFC, but just take it for what it is, and it's just striking. You know, it's like jiu-jitsu, but with your hands, I guess. And yeah, people do get cut up, people get messed up, but you don't ever see people getting knocked out like in boxing. And we'll get to that because there's a handful of them on Saturday afternoon. But I think this would be good, depending on if Cody's chin can take it. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful or nothing. I'm just being real. I hope that he's in the right mindset. Let's pass physicals. But if the doctors say he's okay, the brain scans come good, bro, his hands are definitely BKFC level. And I would love to see it, man. So let's see what ends up happening. Let's see what happens. He could become a champ over there. You never know. Here we go. I got all the finishes from UFC 296 last weekend, and there was a handful of them. Let's take a look at them. YouTube definitely not going to let me share these or the audio, so I'm not going to cut it out, but I'm going to cover it up. So we got Boudet taking on Almeida on the prelims. Looks like it was TKO stoppage in round 2, and this might have been early prelims because there ain't nobody in the seats. But look at this. Two big-ass heavyweights going at it. And then, of course, the Andre Fili and Almeida fight. Boom. Fili dropping Almeida, finishing him up on the ground. Dude, Fili looking good. Also said in the post-fight interview that he loves big booty Latinas. So, hey, who doesn't, Fili? Who doesn't, bro? Here we go. Ulanbekov taking on Durden, who just got the Bo Nickel fight. Actually, no, he didn't. That's some Brundage. My bad. Look at this. Ulanbekov cranking the shit out of Durden's face. And here's that armbar that I was talking about. O'Neal versus Lipsky. Lipsky on the back. Lipsky transitions to the top. And look, she snags that arm, spins, modified armbar, John Salter style. And yeah, arms are not supposed to bend that way. Definitely not, bro. Good job, Lipsky. That's that Jasmine Rose UBJ. Oh, here's Cody Garbrandt taking on Brian Kohler. See that little look away? That's like some and one MMA stuff right there. What's that? Bah, 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 bah. Cody stalking his prey. He's got Kohler on skates. Right hand drops his ass. Good job, Cody. Josh Emmett, Bryce Mitchell, E.T. phone home. Let me send you there, bro. Right hand from hell. Bam. And Josh did not need to follow that up with any shots. That is faux show. I think we got the Shavkat finish next, if I'm not mistaken. As soon as they pick up Bryce off the floor. Oh, there's the season. We didn't need to see that, bro. Come on, man. There he is. There's my boy Shavkat on Wonder Boy's back. Finishing up rear naked. Doesn't need hooks. And we're going to explain why he probably didn't use the hooks in just a bit. So there it is. There's the tap with 5 seconds left in the second round. Wonder Boy taps. Those were all the finishes. Good stuff last weekend. What a way to end 2023 with a sick-ass pay-per-view. Thanks, Uncle Dana. And thank you to the matchmakers. You guys did a hell of a job on that card. Now let's talk about some UFC 296 aftermath stuff. Tony Ferguson, Paddy Pimblett. Bro, saw this on Reddit, and this instantly hit me in the feels. You guys seen this before. The Vince McMahon meme. Hey, Uncle Vince, tell me about the time, da-da-da-da-da. But this time it's, hey, Dad, can you tell me about what? Cut the camera. Cut the camera. I'm sorry, man, but Tony right off into the sunset, bro. I don't want to see you taking any more damage, man, and I don't think anybody else wants to either. So the guy that Colby's talking shit about or saying that he won, Leon Edwards. Check this out. I found this on Reddit. Good guy, Leon Edwards. And he's more than just a good guy, man. He's got a good story. And I don't know why the UFC is not picking up more on this. This could be a whole like episode here. But check this out. This is Leon Edwards back at home. Apparently, he does a lot of charity work. Kids in need and stuff. This is cool, man. I can dig this, bro. So I thought that was pretty cool, man. Leon Edwards, good guy, doing things in his community, opening up gyms, getting kids off the streets, man. I'm always a fan of guys that do that. So good guy, Leon Edwards, bro. You're the man, Leon. All right, let's check this out. This is Leon Edwards' coach talking about who he thinks they should fight next. And this conversation takes a turn for like crazy. Should be Bilal. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me get this straight. You don't want to fight Bilal, but you want to fight the guy that Bilal already beat. Dude, I'm the biggest Gilbert Durinho fan, but that does not make any kind of sense, bro. Who deserves it? Bilal for sure. Who are they going to give it to? You never know. You never know with the UFC. And check this out. I don't know if this is real or not, but I believe it. Colby, this is Dana White being asked. Colby cuts weight to be backup fighter. Dana White. Colby's next. Beneil cuts weight to be backup fighter. Dana White. Yeah, I'm not even thinking about that. And that's probably not a true statement, but it might be. I wouldn't be surprised, man. I would not be surprised. Let's look at the 170-pound rankings right now on the screen. Kamaru Usman still ranked at number 1 for some reason, even though his last fight was at middleweight, and even though his last 2 fights at welterweight were L's to the champ, but okay. Behind him, Beneil, Shavkat, who just moved up 2 spots in the rankings after beating Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. At number 4, Gilbert Burns. At number 5, Colby, who dropped 2 spots from number 3. At number 6, we got Wonderboy. 7, Sean Brady. 8, Jeff Neal. 9, Vicente Luque. 10, Ian Gary. So Durinho is supposed to be fighting JDM, who's at outside the top 10. So JDM can pull this W off, bro. He might find himself in the top 5 easily. So let's see what happens. But who should get it? It should be Beneil, man. There should be no doubt about this. Unless they want to do something crazy and play Shavkat. But it looks like they're going to have to wait because, as you guys remember, last week, Shavkat got that rear naked on Wonderboy, but he didn't sink in the hooks, and he didn't really wrestle too much. So Henry Hooft, Shavkat's head coach, said that he actually jacked up his ankle super bad and was almost going to have to pull out of the fight, and he's going to get surgery. I think he might have already gotten it, or he's going to get it this week. So pretty interesting, man. Pretty interesting that he was able to fight with an injury that requires surgery, got the W anyways, and the finish. And now we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. So is he going to get a number 1 contender fight, or is he going to leapfrog Beneil and get the next title shot? If he's going to leapfrog Beneil, sounds like going to have to wait a little while for that one. But that's neither here nor there. We'll see that matchup in 2024. This dude might end 2024 as the new welterweight champ. I don't know. I might put some money on that. That might be a good futures bet. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about this matchup? The ladies in the UFC, the champs, the flyweight champ, and the what's above flyweight? I don't know. Anyways, these 2 champs, Zhang Weili, Alexa Grasso, going a little back and forth on the Twitters. Zhang Weili tweets to Alexa, "Hi, champ. Maybe the fans want to see us at UFC 300. Alexa responds, "At Zhang Weili, I admire you so much, and I'd love to defend my title with you. Would you make 125? Yo, that would be a scrap and a half. I don't know if they could do that, but hey, that would be a good fight, fun fight for UFC 300 for sure." Oh, so here's something that you may not have seen. So check this out. This was something, of course, I found on Reddit. This was a clip of the fight between Sean Strickland and DDP. And someone on Reddit posted and said, "Yo, I did not see Brandon Moreno protecting the ladies and Bilal Muhammad chewing gum, looking like he didn't know what the freak was going on." So let's forward this. And here's Sean jumping. And let me show you. There's Brandon with the flannel, immediately covering the ladies like a bodyguard, right? And you might be asking yourself, hey, that's a cool, good guy move, Brandon. Where's this Bilal guy? Look up here at the top of the screen. Look where my cursor's at. This is Bilal. Bilal looking like he has he just showed up and Family Feud just broke out in the middle of the living room. What's going on? That's pretty funny. I thought that was a little funny. All right. Check out the lineup for UFC 299. I do. Sorry. Some dog battling under my chair right now. Duking it out for ultimate supremacy in the pug cage. All right. UFC 299. Entire card on the screen except for -1. Dana White already announced it. They're moving Jeff Neal versus Ian Machado Gary to UFC 298 Anaheim, which is cool because neither fighter's really coming off of an injury. So that gives them a full camp. Everybody's healed up and they'll be fine so long as Ian's recovered from his pneumonia. So check out on the screen, Sean O'Malley, Chito Vera. Yes, please. Gilbert Burns, JDM. Yup. Curtis Blades, Gelton Almeida. Hell yeah. Piotr Yang, Song Yadong. Yes. Pedro Munoz, Kyler Phillips. That could be fight of the night, man. That's going to be a sneaky good fight. CJ Vergara versus Asu Ambayev. Caitlin Chukagian versus Macy Barber. Matthias Gamrot, RDA. Hell yeah. Lauren Murphy, Karine Silva, and Kevin Holland, Michael Venom Page. That is a stacked card. And that's not the bout order, I'm pretty sure. But bro, that's gonna be badass. All right, next story. Beneil, Dariush doing an interview with, I don't know who this was with. Submission Radio. All right, so Beneil Dariush on Submission Radio, they're asking him who you want to fight next, bro. So remember, he got starched big time by Arman Sarukian. So that's like top of the food chain. That would actually be a super good fight, but I don't know where Benny's head is at after that massive KO, because Benoit's got that power, bro. Benoit brings that power and he does not let up. This would be an excellent fight for Benoit. I don't know if this is such a good fight for Benny, or at least not right now. But I know Benny doesn't want to fight a lesser opponent. He doesn't want to take an easy win. So, hey, make this fight. This is a fun fight. This is a violent ass fight, if you ask me. All right. Speaking of violence, Josh Emmett just basically killed Bryce Mitchell, and he's already looking for his next opponent. And he says, talk about Max Holloway. So this is Josh Emmett on Max Holloway via the MMA Hour. He's the number one contender. He's cleared out pretty much everyone in the division and fought everyone in the featherweight division but myself. It would be an honor to fight him. That would be a scrap and a half. They're both stand-up fighters, but they're different. Where Max is more precise and accurate, Emmett is just brings the power, bro. Like, he just unleashes right hands out of nowhere. I don't see this ending very nicely for Josh Emmett. He's probably going to get teed up because it's just a bad matchup for him, but it would be an exciting fight. And yeah, there's no one else left really for Max to fight in this division unless Ilya beats Volk somehow, but I don't know. We'll see. That's neither here nor there. First UFC of 2024. I got the whole card on the screen. Let's go through it. This is Ankalaev versus Johnny Walker, part 2. If you guys remember, this fight got stopped early because of, was it an eye poke? Was it a ball shot? Oh, it was an illegal knee, right? I forgot. Anyways, fight got stopped early. And here's the card. Magomed Ankalaev, Johnny Walker, Matthias Nicolau, Manel Cape, Jim Miller, Gabriel Benitez, Caitlin Vieira, Macy Chasen, Ricky Simone, Mario Batista, Phil Hawes, Bruno Ferreira, Andrei Arlovsky, Waldo Cortez Acosta, Basil Hafez, Preston Parsons, Marcus McGee versus Gaston Balanos, Yana Santos, Norma Dumont, Farid Basharat, Sekilan Taylor, Lepilis, Tom Nolan, Nicholas Mota, and Felipe Buenas taking on Denis Bondar. Dude, I'm super looking forward to the main event, of course. But Matthias Nicolau, Manel Cape, dude, let's freaking go, man. Manel should change his name to Jason Voorhees because he's that kind of violent fighter in the cage, man. Can't wait to see what happens. Yo, check this out. I saw this pendejada. This was on MMA Weekly. No, not MMA Weekly. They don't come out with trash like this. I forgot who came out with this, but Joe Rogan warns fighters outside the UFC that they are often wasting their career because no one's watching. What kind of fucking pendejada is that? Dude, of course you're going to say that. The UFC's your boss. Now, can you say that without their D in your mouth, bro? Dude, why would people not want to go get paid more money just so that they can be on UFC? That's stupid. Any fighter out there that stays with the UFC for less money just because they're going to be on UFC Fight Pass later or something, bro, don't do that. Do not do that. Go somewhere else. I mean, even if you think the level of competition isn't the best, obviously the best go to the UFC. But if they're not going to pay you your worth, you should definitely go somewhere else where someone will. You know what I mean? Why would you put your health and family on the line for less than that? They deserve that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just thought this was a clickbait for sure. You got me. Whatever. MMA fighting. That's who it was. All right. Next story. I don't know if y'all heard last week's El Segundo podcast with Craig Jones, but it's really starting to heat up. So if you guys remember at the last UFC Fight Pass event, the boy on the screen, Nicky Rod, challenged the other man on the screen, Gordon Ryan, to a jiu-jitsu match, which Gordon politely declined. But since then, things have really heated up. So I got a clip from the El Segundo podcast. I'm just going to let Craig Jones tell you all this story. So listen up.
Gordon, a week, he said at the Fight Pass event, he's like, oh, no comment. I won't talk about those guys. They've taken too much. They get too much clout off me. Yada, yada, yada. Nicky Rod calls him out for an MMA fight. Gordon makes a response again, saying the same shit he always says, but he turns the comments off.
That
Hilarious.
shit was good.
So that's why we call, you can see he's very hardcore Republican. I'd say hardcore American. He's very much I'll say whatever I want. God bless America. I support the troops. I support first responders. But he turned the comments off, which is hilarious. Free speech activist Trin Shapiro, Gordon Ryan turns the comments off. And then, so that happens. And then in the B team private messages, I was sent the screenshot of it. So Nicky Rod challenges him to an MMA fight. The MMA fight offer is declined, but he gets so angry at the B team private message group that he challenges whoever runs the B team social media to a fight, and that person writes back, "It's me, Nicky Rod." So we came full circle there. What started as an MMA fight being declined turned into, "Hey, I won't fight you in a cage, but we'll have a fucking street fight."
Yeah, which makes no sense. Get paid for it.
Yeah, just get paid for it, eh?
Yeah,
I don't see why not, eh?
I don't know.
Wow. So there you go. It went from a jiu-jitsu match to an MMA match to Nicky Rod calling out Gordon Ryan to Gordon saying, nah, chale, to I'm fighting whoever's talking shit about me in this chat. Well, guess what? It's me, Nicky Rod. Let's fight. Crazy. We got to hear more of this, Craig. Tell us more. Release the text messages. You have them, bro. All right. I got 2 clips for y'all here. Josuye taking on Petsum Kumve. I want you to see the slowest 360 roundhouse kick that lands, and listen to the sound of this shit. This is crazy. These guys were going to town. So that was first round. Check this round. Second round, still going at it. While I was watching this fight, I was like, man, this is like those guys that do jujitsu in the taxi, but instead of jujitsu, they're doing Muay Thai. Each guy going back and forth, man. What a scrap. What a scrap. All right, next clip. Check this out. This is so gross. Hate long, lanky people like this, but whatever. He's out there doing his thing. Nabil Anan taking on Muay Thai, ends up getting the unanimous decision, but not before he beats the shit out of him. Look at that. Who hit me? It's like Skeletor. Sounded like it was just 3 rounds of that shit. Bro, you got a knee. That was a knockdown. Let's check this out. Kulabdam KOing Aminpour in round 1. This was sick. Body shots. Fuck your guts. Oh, man. He needs a liver transplant. Done, bro. Done. Deadly, deadly KOs on Friday night. Faux show. Check this out. Body shot KO. Sublock versus Coakley. Get over here. Oh, extra knee on the end too, bro. That was not necessary. All right. Check this out. This was a sick one. This is Nong Ogainado taking on Nico Carrillo, actually, my bad. Check this out. Round 2. Yo, eating them shots. Ah, I want you to look at this dude's face, man. His face looks like a freaking Cabbage Patch doll. He doesn't even know where the F is at. He must have taken so much damage. What a crazy, crazy scrap. I definitely wanted to share with that with y'all. I think that was like the third to last fight. One more time. Nong O Gayangarao taking on Nico Carrillo. I don't have any clips of the main event, but 3, 2. I don't have any clips of the main event, but Tawan Chai did end up getting the unanimous decision. And I'm sure we'll start seeing clips within the next few days over the break. So we should have something before New Year's. All right. On Saturday afternoon, we had the Day of Reckoning event pay-per-view on DAZN. Main event, Anthony Joshua taking on Otto Wale. And the co-main event of Deontay Wilder taking on Parker. Let's get into the bangers. There were so many KOs on this. I want to show you all the finishes, starting with Jay Opetaya taking on Ellis Zorro. I'm definitely going to try to upload this, but if YouTube blocks it, I'm going to have to put some filters or something over this so that you can't see, but I will tell you what's going down. So again, Jay Opetella versus Ellis Zorro. This is round 1 of a scheduled 12 round fight. Ellis Zorro about to get knocked the fuck out. Watch this. Oh my God. Crazy right hand, bro. Look at Zorro's eyes. He was like, what? Oh my goodness. Jay Opatai getting that crazy round 1 KO, bro. Good shit, man. Next fight. Frank Sanchez taking on Junior Tafa. I got Frank Sanchez on the left, Junior Fa on the right. These were some big boys, and they were landing crazy, crazy right hands the entire fight. Let's jump in. Round 7. Frank Sanchez taking the center of the ring, chasing down Junior. Junior, get out of the way, bro. There's a locomotive coming after you. Frank Sanchez take a deep breath and left, right. Bam. And it didn't look like much, but he was landing those for 6 rounds before this, guys. I lost count of how many times Junior hit the floor. He did get knocked down a handful of times, but that's big boy Frank Sanchez putting in work, bros. Next fight. All right, next fight. Arslanbek Makhmudov taking on Aji Kabayel. And I believe this fight was for Arslanbek's belt. So Arslanbek was just like the giant from Lord of the Rings, man. What was that guy's name? The Mountain? Dude was humongous. Had the longest reach I've ever seen a boxer have. He was lighting up Agate, but Agate hung in there. Agate was a smaller fighter, and he got inside, and he would just drop some crazy uppercuts. And soon enough, the body shots that he was landing all round, all fight long, slowly started to pay off. So let's check this out. This is round 4, and I believe this is the second time Makhmudov hit the mat. So one more knockdown, and he's about to lose this fight. 1:10 left. The ref starts him back up in the center of the cage. Ajit and goes right back to work, goes right back to digging in them guts, and drops his opponent one more time and gets the TKO. And what round was that? 4. Didn't take much for that mountain to go down. Philip Hargov taking on Mark Demory. This was pretty fucking ugly, man. Did not take long. This is round 1. The Croatian sensation. Bah! Look at that. Body shot, headshot, headshot. Oh, dude, stop it already. Dude didn't want no more. See that one more. That kind of looked like the back of the head, too. Not, but that's what happens when you turn your head, bro. Yeah. Dude is a monster, man. That's Hrgovic getting the first round. Ref stoppage. TKO. Let's watch this one more time. Right hand to the head. Right hand to the guts. Right hand to the head. That one kind of looked like it was to the back of the head. That one for sure was back of the head. That one too. Ah, man, that's kind of dangerous, man. All right, next fight. Daniel Dubois taking on Jarrell Miller. Dude, this was fucking a massacre. Both dudes landing big shots, but Dubois taking control round 10. Kudos to Miller, man. He hung in there like a warrior. He was just getting teed up, man. This was like a muscle man versus the doughboy. Miller looking at the ref to help him out. He's nowhere to be found. He lets him take a beating a little bit more. Finally, he stops it 15 seconds later. Check this out. Look at Miller. Look at the ref. Oh, you're not going to stop this? Nah, bro. I got KO on my parlay. Sorry. Dude, that's pretty messed up. I'm only showing this because this was so much was on the line here. Deontay Wilder needed to win this fight. Anthony Joshua needed to win his fight so that they could set up the matchup that everybody in boxing has been waiting for ever. This is a problem with boxing. They don't give us the fights that we want to see until way, way later. So again, stipulation was Deontay needed to beat Joseph Parker in order to set up a fight against Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua needed to do the same thing in his fight that was going to be the main event. So let's show this. You guys know I don't usually like to show decisions, but in this case, we got to. Joseph Parker. So Joseph Parker spoils the party, wins on all 3 judges' cards. And you know what? 2 of the judges had it a landslide for Joseph Parker, and 1 judge had it slightly for Joseph Parker. That's some BS. What was that guy watching? You know what I was watching during this fight? I was looking at Deontay Wilder's legs. I could not believe that dude skips all the leg days, man. I also heard that Deontay says he took ayahuasca and he's at peace with himself. So maybe he doesn't want to fight anymore. It just didn't look like he was the same. Let's go on to the main event. Check out how that went down since this half burned down. Here's the main event. Anthony Joshua taking on Otto Weili. And this was actually a little bit different. This was in between round 4, round 5, something like that. Anthony Joshua really jacked up Weili in this last round. I don't think he dropped him, but he did hurt him bad. And in between the rounds, he did not want his corner called the fight. So that was it. They just made the announcement. Joshua wins. I do want to say like it was like round 4, round 5. It's neither here nor there because now we're not going to get the fight that we wanted to see. Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder now that sets up Deontay versus Francis in something. He's got to be worth at least one more big payday. At least one more big fight. Anthony Joshua, well, there's nothing left for you but maybe Usyk, maybe Tyson. You know, there's still some fights left for you, bro. Getting towards the end of the year, MMA awards were held, and they announced that UFC 290 was the MMA event of the year. This was on ESPN2 last night, so I recorded it. I'm going to go back and watch it, but let me take a look at this card. What do you all think? You think this was the UFC event of the year? Volkanovski, Rodriguez, Yair, remember that? Main event, Alexander Pantoja, Brandon Moreno 3, Robert Whittaker, DDP, Jalen Turner, Dan Hooker, remember that slobber knocker? and then Bo Nickel, Val Woodburn on that main event. That was the opening bout. Then on the prelims, we had Robbie Lawler versus Nico Price. Remember that? That's Robbie Lawler's last fight, and it was what a banger of a way to go out, man. Also, Tatsuro Chaira taking on our boy Edgar Puro Chicali Chaires, right? Remember that fight? That was a banger of a fight. Edgar almost pulled it off, man. And then Jauregui Gomes, Jimmy Crute, Alonzo Menefield. That was a banger. Petrino Pacino, Cody Simon, and Mitchell. And then Ross versus our boy Jesus Aguilar. Remember that ended up in an early round 1 KO finish. And then Kirk Robivics. So we're currently putting our end of the year award show together. If you got some nominees for MMA Fight of the Year, MMA Fighter of the Year, KO of the Year, Show of the Year, MMA What the Fuck Moment of the Year, or any other category that you want to see on our end of the year show, let us know. Hit us up. Send us a DM. We're on TikTok. We're on Insta. We're on Twitter, now known as X, and we're also on Threads. So hit us up at Chingasos Crew. It's all the same. Well, that's a wrap, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit us up on our socials on TikTok, Instagram, Threads, X, all under the same banner, Chingasos Crew. Until next week, everybody, this is Frank signing off. Merry Christmas. Spend time with your friends. Have a fantastic week, and we'll catch y'all next week for the end of the year award show. Chingasos Crew out.